And hello, family. I didn't see you there. Welcome to another episode of Crenshaw Corner. I am Sanchez Crenshaw, and as always, I'm joined by the most wonderful woman I know.
What's going on, family? What is going on? I am Angela Crenshaw. What is going on? Sanchez, what's up?
Not much, babe.
Friday.
That's my wife, people.
You have a great week?
That's my wonderful wife. It really depends on what's your definition of great. I survived it.
Okay.
I survived the week.
You survived the week?
I survived the week. Haven't been feeling well.
Yeah, well, this is true.
Haven't been feeling well. Some type of stomach issue, but family don't want to know about that. But no, but it's been a week.
Yeah.
It's okay. How about you?
It's been a great week.
It's been a great week.
It's been a great week. We bought a crib.
We bought a crib.
I
don't know if you know, people, but we're about to be grandparents.
We are Gigi and Pop Pop. So we're excited. So we bought a crib. So I'm excited about that. So
our little dude will be here next month.
Yes, he will be.
Excited about that.
We're excited. Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So remember, we told the family that we're going to be talking about the 7 different self-cares. That's what we were going to be talking about, correct?
We did.
Okay.
You're always jumping the gun, but we did.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Go ahead. Go for it.
It's okay.
Nah, I forgot. Go ahead.
It's okay.
Nope.
So, for our new listeners, first of all, welcome to Crenshaw Corner.
Welcome, guys. Welcome.
We are so happy to have you a part of the family. You are. You just be ready to jump the gun.
I'll be ready to jump it. Go ahead.
Family, we are so happy to have you a part of the family here at Crenshaw Corner.
Yeah.
We consider ourselves an interactive podcast.
We are.
What that means is that we're on the socials. We're on Instagram.
Kill me with the socials.
We're on Facebook, and we're on Twitter. Mm-hmm. We would love to hear from you guys via either means. Once again, either Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Mm-hmm. And also, we have email address. It's thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. We love to hear from you. We've had a lot of great people reach out to us.
We have, and thank you guys. Thank y'all so much.
A lot of great feedback, and just keep it coming.
Keep it coming.
All right, now the housekeeping's out the way.
You sure?
I'm so sure.
So when they look on Facebook, what are they looking for?
When they look on Facebook, girl, look at you.
You saw me.
I saw you, girl.
You saw me, boy.
I see what you did there.
You see how I did that?
They're looking for Crenshaw Corner on Facebook.
Instagram?
Crenshaw Corner on Instagram.
Twitter?
Crenshaw Corner on Twitter.
All right, now.
That's what they're looking for.
That's what they're looking for. So you can find us anywhere. Look out for us, people. Crenshaw Corner, and look out for our YouTube station soon.
It is coming soon.
It is coming soon. Y'all be able to see our face.
As of right now, you can find us on Podbean.
Yes.
And you can find us on iTunes.
Yes. You haven't said that before.
I thought I'd do something new.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
You should always do that.
I think I'm going to.
Do it again.
I think I'm going to.
Yeah, because I don't think they heard you the first time because it was kind of like casual.
Once again, you can find us on Podbean.
Yeah.
And of course, you can find us on iTunes.
And so so Podbean's people have like Android phones.
There you, girl, look at you out here, girl.
I'm out here in these streets today.
Yeah, for the few who have not come over to the proper way of doing things, and they don't have Apple devices.
Come on, people, come on to the Apple.
No, if you're a person that prefers Android,
love you, though.
Then yes, you can actually listen to us on Podbean. And of course, for those who are Apple users, you can find us on iTunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about, you had said earlier that you haven't been feeling well, which you haven't.
I have not.
So you've been kind of like stomach issues, under the
weather. Well, once again, kind of finish up housekeeping just a little bit.
Yeah.
So, family, what you've done is that you've walked into the first of a 7-part series.
It is.
So we did the introduction last week.
We did. So go back and listen.
It's entitled Self-Care.
Yes.
So we are doing a full series on self-care.
Yeah.
There are 7 facets, where there's 6 facets.
There's 6, and we added a 7th.
And we added a 7th facets of self-care. And so this episode is dedicated to the first facet of self-care, which is
physical self-care.
Physical self-care.
I like a commercial. I'm going to say it again. Physical self-care.
You're a sexy commercial too, though.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
So for those who are not aware, let's do a small recap.
Oh my goodness.
Just a small one.
Do you know off the top of your head?
No, that's not what we're doing.
Okay.
Follow my lead.
Following.
What is self-care?
We're not going to do this again, babe.
Just a small, quick synopsis, babe. You don't have to go into the whole, just a small synopsis.
Self-care is something that you do intentionally to take care of yourself and mind, body, and spirit, whether it be physically and mentally, spiritually, intellectually, everything.
There you go. See? Quick, right?
Now you're making me think. So let's see. Physical.
Physical.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it emotional?
Emotional.
It was
intellectual. Uh-huh.
It was.
Come on.
Oh, no. It was social.
Social. Spiritual. Uh-huh.
And then sensory.
Uh-huh. And then we added in security.
Self-care.
Come on now, Sanchez.
Hey.
It was a pop quiz. You would have
I would have failed.
Though,
I didn't do well in pop quizzes.
No, you didn't move.
No, I cheated off my neighbors in school.
You even had guys. I don't know, but y'all can't say it. But he actually had his fingers going 1.
Yeah, it was kind of. Yeah.
You was kind of like.
Yeah, I cheated off my neighbors. I did.
Don't cheat off your neighbors, babe.
Hey, that was so long ago.
Okay.
The statute of limitations is up.
Are you ready?
Yes. So we're talking about physical self-care.
So physical self-care is just not walking, running, treadmill, lifting weights. It's a whole gamut of things, right?
Yeah, because I think typically when you say physical care, the first thing comes to most people's mind, I would say, is going to be, well, I'm in the gym, or I'm running, or I'm doing some type of physical exercise.
Yes.
For me, I think that's the first thing people think of when you say the word physical self-care.
And I think so, because when we first started looking into it, that's what we thought. That's what it was. But I want to get back to something that you said, which kind of like is physical care, because I have a huge question for you today. Look at me having a question.
What did I say?
You said you've been under the weather.
I've been under the weather.
You haven't been feeling well.
I've not been feeling well.
Have you went to the doctor?
Actually, I did.
I'm proud of you.
I did go to the doctor. I went to the doctor for 2 main reasons. A, I did not want to hear your mouth. That's the main reason I went to the doctor. I just didn't want to hear your mouth. And then 2, I was tired of being at work, not feeling well. So I figured if I'm going to leave work, I got to go to the doctor to say, hey, this is why I'm not at work.
Yeah, so here's my question.
What's up?
And it could be a misconception. I don't think that it is. I got a husband and 3 sons.
You do?
So, and a whole bunch of nephews.
Whole bunch of nephews.
One of my nephews just had a birthday.
He did.
35.
Happy birthday, boy.
Whoa. But why do men not like going to the doctor?
Oh, that is a good question.
Okay, let me back. Is it a misconception? Is it a myth? Or do men just like, all the ones I know don't like going to the doctor unless I force, in my family, unless we force a hand or 2. So tell me.
It's one of those stereotypes.
Okay.
That's actually built in truth.
Okay.
So it is a stereotype that men don't go to the doctor because, of course, you can't always speak in general terms.
Right.
Because there's always an outlier.
Okay.
But for the most part, yes, it is correct. Men typically don't go to the doctor. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna speak for men.
Okay. From your perspective.
From my perspective, I can do that. It's a lot of the times where we don't have the time.
I knew you were gonna say that.
We don't.
Go ahead.
9 times out of 10, we're always working, so we don't really have time for it. It's time consuming to go to the doctor. You have an appointment. You have an appointment at 11.
Okay.
They ask you to be there by 10:45. Mm-hmm. You get there at 10:45. You're not seen. You're not even pulled into the back office till 11:15.
Uh-huh.
The random nurse takes your vitals, asks you some questions. Uh-huh. She goes away. Uh-huh. The doctor doesn't come in till 11:45. So.
And how long does he stay?
He stays 30 seconds.
I need to say.
Then he says, well, let's go do some blood work and take this prescription, which he don't even really know what you're taking the prescription for.
Uh-huh.
And then he leaves, and then now you're waiting another 15 minutes for some blood work. Mm-hmm. So then the nurse comes get you, take you to the blood work. Now you wait another 20 minutes for them to take your blood.
Okay.
It's just time consuming.
So you done gave me so you saying going to the doctor's a 3-hour?
A 3-hour tour.
Don't even try it.
3-hour tour.
It is not a 3-hour tour.
And so that's part of it.
Okay.
And then also, most men, I'll take care of it myself. It's a situation where it's because we're fixers. So we'll figure it out. We'll do something at home. We'll eat some soup. We'll take some cough syrup.
Eat some soup.
Put an onion in our sock.
Yes, that works though. Come on now, somebody. That works. Okay, how far does it have to get for you to go to the doctor though? Seriously. I know that, but the family wants to know, how far does it have to go before you will go to the doctor?
I have to think I'm dying. If I have fear of dying.
Okay, so like you got to be shortness of breath, passed out, sweating. I mean, what?
Yeah. Okay, so what took me to the doctor this particular time?
Okay, go ahead, go for it.
And family, I'm giving you a little bit more information than you want right now. Mm-hmm. But with the particular issue I had, it put me in a bad way. it was just stomach issues. I couldn't eat anything.
Right.
You know, I couldn't hold anything in.
Right.
And it wasn't vomiting, so I couldn't hold anything in.
Right.
And I just kind of got tired of that. And then, of course, with everything that's going on right now, I was like, okay, let me just go. I knew it wasn't, but let me be sure. Let me be certain.
Right.
Let's just go.
Right.
Now, taking that part out of the equation.
Right.
If it was not the climate that we're in right now, if it was not that, I wouldn't have went.
You're just gonna stay safe.
Yeah, just stay safe. It'll run its course.
Okay.
Like, okay, the time before that, remember what forced me to go to the doctor the last time is because I couldn't walk.
I called the ambulance.
You had to call the ambulance.
And that's sad because you have been going through that a while, not be able to walk and having back issues. I had to literally call an ambulance because you literally could not walk before you would even go to the hospital.
And I wasn't going.
That makes no sense.
I wasn't going.
So I don't know. Women, we go to the doctor. We ready. And again, we're not going to talk in general terms. Majority of women, we go to the doctor. We get checked up. Whatever it is.
But you guys also have more moving parts than we do.
What?
You guys have more moving parts.
What?
Okay. Don't
start.
What? There's a lot more to being a woman than it does to being a man.
Bruh.
Well, it is. I mean, okay.
Bruh.
Look, an actual male checkup, that lasts 30 seconds. Go in, look at our tongue, drop your pants, they grab us a golden sack, turn your head and cough. I'll see you next year. I mean, that's really all it is. And then
Did you say the golden sack?
I didn't say the golden sack.
What did you say?
I said the scrotum sack.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, I said the scrotum sack.
Please forgive us if you have children in the room. We're so sorry. We're so sorry.
Male children know they have scrotums. They should.
I thought you said the golden sack.
I didn't say nothing about a golden sack.
I'm apologizing for.
No, I don't even know what a golden sack is.
I was like, oh, it's a golden sack. Wow,
I said scrotum sack.
You're thinking a lot.
And then once
of yourself.
No, I didn't say that. And then once men get to a certain age,
okay,
then that's when you hear that glove pop.
Okay.
And you got that one random finger.
Right. This visual is too much for me.
Insert it somewhere you don't want it.
Okay.
And they telling you to bear down. Nobody wants that.
Okay.
So, but at the end of the day, you guys have more moving parts than we do.
But guys, you have to go. I think you have to. So here's the thing about, when we decided to do physical fitness, because of course, we're just asking random questions.
Physical fitness?
I meant to say.
We back in PE?
Physical self-care.
We back in grammar school now?
Yes, we are. But physical fitness is part of physical self-care.
It is.
But not only that, now that we're talking about the doctor, let's think about this. Okay, I think people just thought about regular checkups. People go get regular checkups, but not just regular checkups, but go to the dentist regularly for your health, because I don't think a lot of people know that as well. As far as physical fitness, going to the doctor is good, but getting your teeth clean, getting them checked, because to have a healthy mouth, because that's not good for you either. For
the individuals who are in a relationship, for the individuals who are contemplating being in a relationship,
go to the dentist. For
the individuals who see anybody on a daily basis, please go to the dentist.
Please go to the dentist.
If it's not for you,
do it for them.
For the person that has to speak to you,
do it for them.
Because if you don't go to the dentist, now you got fungi.
Who?
Fungi.
Is that a person?
That's not your cousin that used to sell crack on the corner.
Just asking.
No.
Who is fungi?
Bacteria.
In your mouth.
All that grow in your mouth. And now here's the thing about that, which I learned.
Okay.
And I think I'm right.
Just recently?
No, I learned this a little while ago.
Okay. Okay.
Certain type of mouth bacteria or what's the word I want? Fungus that grows in your mouth actually causes other issues.
Health issues.
It
does. Now you're right about that.
Yeah, that's why.
You're right.
A lot of the times, like if you get an infection in your mouth, it can lead to like heart disease. It can lead.
It's the plaque.
Yeah, like plaque.
It's the plaque.
It can lead to like
absolutely,
like gingivitis can lead to other things, and it can get in your bloodstream.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all kind of crazy stuff that just by not going to the dentist on a regular basis and having your mouth checked, or brushing and flossing on a regular basis. You know, the things that you learned in grammar school, you know, you learn how to floss, you learn how to brush it. I may be aging myself, but like when I was in grammar school, and for those who don't know what grammar school is, elementary.
I hope you're about to say what I think you're about to say, because I was about to ask you, do you remember this? But go ahead, I want to see what you say first.
Like when I was growing up, my generation, once a week, the little nurse came around with a cart, and she had this nasty little mint stuff. It was like a wash. They used to come out and get everybody a cup, and used to rinse your mouth out and
rinse.
Used to rinse and spit right there in class. Make sure you were doing your mouth right.
See, now I was going to ask you about that. I guess because I'm older. Didn't you? By maybe 2-3 years. But anyway, so...
Add 10.
Don't add 10, bro. That's 13. I am not 13 years older than you.
I was 12 when we got together.
Don't play with me. But listen, do you remember them putting the tablet in your mouth and turning your teeth red so they could show you where your cavities are in school?
I don't predate World War One. So I can't say that we did.
No, maybe because I lived in New York. In New York, they would give you these little tabs you put in your mouth, because like you, they would have like nurses and stuff come to you, whatever, in elementary school. That's what we called it in New York. We didn't call it grammar.
Did they have cars when they was doing this?
Don't play with me.
Did you take the bus to school, or you took a buggy to school? How'd you get there?
I walked to school, thank you very much, through the snow. Yes.
Was there 5 boroughs at that time?
It was all 5 boroughs.
You sure?
Yes.
I'm just asking.
Whatever, player.
I'm just
checking. But they would put this tablet in your mouth, and it would turn your teeth red. And I promise you, if some of y'all out there acting like you don't remember, the way I'm rolling my eyes at y'all right now. And it used to turn your mouth red, and your teeth red, and it would show you where the tartar was.
Okay.
You're not impressed, huh?
I'm not impressed at all.
Okay, we'll move on from the dentist.
Not impressed.
I need somebody who know me. Text me and tell me you remember right now. Text me or put it on our page or put it on Instagram, because the way you look at me is making me mad. Somebody put it there and say you remember what I'm talking about. I will Google it.
Don't bully the people.
I'm not bullying. I'm just saying somebody need to put it up there.
Okay, so once again, we done went down a rabbit hole.
Okay, so
I don't know how we got to fake red tablets in somebody's mouth.
It's not fake. I'm just telling you it did. Okay, so anyway, so we talk about going to the doctor first when we talk about physical fitness.
One more question on that.
Okay,
I'm just curious. Just one more question.
About the dentist?
Just the whole scenario you just laid out for me.
The red tablet?
Just curious.
Okay.
During that time period, was there a high school then? Or was just everybody? Was everybody in the same? Like it was a.
We had high school.
It was a 6-year-old,
elementary,
a 9-year-old,
junior high,
a 15-year-old,
with all you little people down here,
and a 23-year-old
player,
all in the same classroom.
No.
You sure?
No. Yes, I'm absolutely sure. Thought you had a real question, bro.
I did.
That was not a real question.
That was my real question.
Can we get back to what we trying to talk about right now?
Physical self-care.
So physical self-care. So first we're talking about the doctor, going to the doctor.
Right.
So not only going to the dentist, not only going to get your physical, your routine physical, because most people take their kids, but they won't go for a routine. Okay, you back at pointing at me again.
We don't want to know. That's another reason. Going back to your initial question, going back to one of your first questions. You asked me the question as far as men.
Okay.
Why men?
Well, lead with that because I didn't know what was going on. But go ahead.
Most of the time, we don't want to know.
You don't want to know what?
Nothing. None of it. None of it.
So you don't want to know how you're healthy?
Nah, we good.
So you just pass out, and so from high blood pressure.
Then we know that's a problem.
Then you know it's a problem. But don't you know then it's too late, bro?
Nah, dog, we good.
It's too late.
Nah, but most of the time, and it's not a fear or anything like that.
Is it they don't want to know, or you don't want to know? There's a difference.
I'm speaking for men.
Okay, you speak for all the brothers?
We don't even want to know.
So you speaking for all the brothers?
All of them.
And that's what they told you?
We don't even want to know. We good.
Somebody text Sanchez and tell me if that's true.
No, we good. We don't even want to know.
Okay.
We going to ride this out. We going to figure it out, and we just going to keep moving.
Okay.
And as long as we can keep moving, we just going to keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, continue.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so look.
Talk to me.
So we talked about going to the dentist. We talked about getting your routine checkup. We need to talk about, for women, get your mammograms, please. We still in the circle of the doctor, but go get a what?
A mammogram.
A what? A mammogram?
A mammogram.
A mammogram? Like a man? A mammogram. Ladies, don't go get no mammogram. Get a mammogram.
Is that the dude that come to the door singing?
Yeah, it's a mammogram.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. That right there? Okay.
Yes, mammogram.
Go ahead.
Don't get a mammogram, people. Get a mammogram. And that's so important, ladies. I'm not going to go into that, but you guys know the importance of that.
Actually,
Oh, there's a question.
No. What I'm going to actually do is actually go into that just for a moment.
Yeah.
Because as a male, I've always heard, I've seen the commercials, I've seen seen the pamphlets and doctors and so on and so forth. Why is it important? So we're going to do it from two aspects.
Okay.
Why is it important for women to make sure they're doing their mammogram? And then from a male perspective, which I know you can't really give me, but try it anyway. Why is it important for men to make sure they're having the conversation that their significant other, their girlfriend, their wives, their mothers, their daughters, their sisters, are going to get a mammogram? Why is that so important?
First of all, it hurts. First of all, let's talk about that for a minute before we even go into why you got to do it. It hurt. First of all. So let's just take that.
Is that why most women don't do it? Because it hurts?
It hurt. They squeezing them like a machine, making them flat as a pancake.
Ow.
Yeah, right. That hurt, y'all.
I'm sorry. I'm having visuals.
It hurts.
So for the young ladies,
or
when I say young, okay, I don't mean like young ladies. I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about when I say young ladies, I mean adult women.
Right.
For the women who are like small breasted. Like
it still hurts.
Your A cups. How they manage to do that?
They still do it because you still have to. It's doable.
Oh wow.
It's doable, but you have to press it because what they're trying to do is get all of the breast tissue. See all of the breast tissue. See everything, every area of your breast, and especially also under your arm.
Right.
The reason why it's important is because for breast cancer purposes, of course, you know that already. But to make sure that you catch it in time, or make sure that. There could be a lump, or there could be fatty tissue. Because remember, we went through that.
We did.
I went to the doctor 2 or 3 times.
Scary situation.
It was scary, but it was because I had fatty tissue. So that was my breast is fat. That's hysterical. But anyway, so I had fatty tissue. So they had to do a couple of more things to make sure that what was going on with my breast from what the spots that they saw wasn't an issue. But it's important for women to do it. Again, because of breast cancer. It's so important to catch it early. Or just to keep making sure that you're taking care of it, to make sure that you're aware of it. And like you'd be like, baby, did you get a mammogram? You do that all the time. Like, I think like you got a calendar now. Like, so it's just to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves.
Okay.
So that's the main purpose of it,
right, thank you.
And thank you, by the way, thank you for doing that because you always, before me, you're always like, hey, baby, did you get your mammogram this year? Because I don't remember you saying so. And it's cool that some of the jobs, like the county, bring the mammogram van to us. So you don't even have to leave work. You can get it done there. You can get imaging on an RV that I want. But anyway, go ahead. We're
definitely not going to get into the RV
We're not
conversation.
We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it.
I think for me though, I think that's why I'm more perceptive about it now.
Okay.
For lack of a better term, more perceptive about it because of the scare that we had.
Yeah.
Also because we've known some individuals have breast cancer. We've lost a very important person to both of us due to breast cancer. So I think I'm more in tune with that now because I don't want to lose you under any circumstance or situations.
Yeah.
I know that one day I have to say goodbye, but we need to say goodbye together. And that's like triple digits. Yeah. We both.
So that's why you got to go to the doctor too, player.
But once again, we're built different.
No.
We're built different.
No, ain't no built different. You need to go to. Listen.
You have a lot more working parts than I do.
I'm tired of you saying that. Go to the doctor.
All right. So
regardless. So another one that people don't think about going to is also going to a dermatologist.
I just did that too.
I had you do that.
You had me do that.
Because of your face, you have bumps on your back.
And I'm not doing steroids, people. So she's talking about back acne. I'm not doing steroids. I'm too out of shape right now to be doing steroids.
Is that the reason why they get? That's what they say that they get bumps in their back from steroids.
Yeah,
like bodybuilders and stuff like
back
that.
Acne. It actually
back acne.
That's what it's called. It's called back acne. And what happens is that there's a substance in anabolic steroids, which is the type of steroids that most bodybuilders, athletes take, where they used to. Now it's HGH, human growth hormones. But there's whatever chemicals in there that does it. It breaks you out, and it's typically on the back.
So you taking steroids for you telling me about?
Nah, I turned 42. Actually, I turned 40.
And all heck broke loose. So how was your experience at the dermatologist though? Because I think because for skin, for clogged pores, but why didn't you go to the doctor?
I went
to the dermatologist, right? Why did you go?
Because I was aggravated. That's what made me go to the dermatologist. I was
Because you
aggravated.
had adult acne.
I did because
on your face.
because I've spent like the majority of my life. I've never had to. I don't have perfect skin, but I've never had to deal with acne. Even through puberty, even growing up as an adolescent, as a teenager, as a young adult, I never dealt with acne.
Right.
So all of a sudden, I turned 40,
I'm serious.
all heck break loose in my body. Next thing you know, I got breakouts on my face.
Yeah.
I got pimples. I got acne everywhere, which is crazy to me.
You did.
And I just got aggravated. I was like, you know what? I need to go find out what's going on.
Now tell the family what they told you about why you break out, what happened with your back, that you can't scratch.
So that's another thing.
Weird.
That's another thing. So thank you for saying that. Part of it, once again, family, this is, you guys going to get a lot more information about us than you wanted tonight. But also part of what took me to the dermatologist is that I have this one area on my back, the upper part of my shoulder blade, that constantly itches.
I gotta scratch it all the time, people.
And it's not my entire back. It's never in a different position. It's just one particular area on my back.
Every single time.
I don't have any breakouts. There's no bumps. There's no rashes. There's nothing like that. It just itches.
Right.
And so between my face breaking out, between the back itching, I was like, you know what? And I went to my doctor, and he looked at me like I was crazy when I told him, you know, doc, I got this one part of my back that always itches. And this old dude just looked at me like I was crazy. So I was like, okay, let me go to the dermatologist. Now, you asked me the first question, my experience.
Yes.
It was a different type of experience.
Okay.
So I'm used to the nurse. I remember the nurse told her what was going on. And then next thing I know, this young hunk of a man walked in there.
Hunk of a man?
You know what I'm saying? He
was muscular.
This dude that's on the front of a romance novel just walked in there.
Do you have long hair though?
No, it was cut perfectly coiffed.
Oh, it's coiffed.
He had the JFK haircut. It was just kind of laid to the side.
Okay, now.
Looked like he had just came from the gym bodybuilding.
Okay.
And I'm like, dude, first of all, don't touch me. Don't touch me. You made me feel uncomfortable. Put the muscles away. You ain't got to bring on those muscles to this party.
It's not necessary as a doctor.
Oh, but anyway. So he did the things like, okay, well, you know, your pores are clogged. It happens when you get older, so on and so forth.
That didn't make you feel good.
It didn't make me feel good at all.
Go ahead.
But then the crazy thing is for my back, he's like, okay, let me do something. So my body is forever in allergic reaction, which is the craziest thing. So and I don't recall the name of the condition, but as a particular condition that is kind of related to allergies.
Okay.
That your body is always feeling as though it's in an allergic reaction. So it's always trying to fight the reaction. Okay. So anytime if I scratch myself, if I rub myself too hard, that didn't sound right. But anyway,
you might want to rephrase that. But go ahead.
Yeah, if I rub my back too hard,
right, sounds better.
Then my skin automatically goes into attack mode, which makes it itch. I had never heard of that before.
That's crazy.
It's just the craziest thing. So now I got this $15 lotion, this anti-itch $15.
Was it 15?
It was $15.
Yeah, that you got to keep in the refrigerator.
I got to keep in the refrigerator. So I'm never allowed to scratch my back.
Because if you scratch your back, your body automatically goes into an allergic reaction. And so then it's itching.
So now it's itching.
That's crazy.
And then, so now I got this $15 lotion. I got this cream on my face. I'm doing this antibacterial cream in the morning. I got this basically acid cream at night I got to use that take off the first 3 layers of skin. It's too much. It does. I turned 40 and it went crazy.
But how does your face feel now?
I mean, it's smooth now.
It's good. But
it's still crazy.
It's what happened.
Nobody warned me. Nobody said, dude, when you turn 40, your body's going to turn against you.
It's not turning against you. It's changing.
It ain't changing for the better.
It's changing. But you went to the doctor. You found out.
I did. I went to the doctor.
So that was amazing.
Yeah.
So again, routine checkup, mammogram, dentist.
I'm fat, but I don't need a mammogram.
Not you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So in general, dermatologist, and another thing.
What's up?
And I know that I'm going to say this wrong. Ooh.
Try it anyway.
Foot doctor. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time.
Oh, a podiatrist.
A podiatrist?
Podiatrist.
Look at you. Be educated.
Yeah.
As you get older, and younger, you need to go get your feet checked. I really believe that. To make sure that your arch hasn't dropped, or because what happens is that also helps with any knee pain. I think people don't recognize doing stuff like this for their physical body, because it's so important, not just to get muscles, but these things that we're talking about right now is so helpful, because they'll tell you how you're walking, your arch and everything, and why your knee or why your joint or your back hurt. Did you realize that your back hurt because sometimes it will hurt because of your feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a quack tell me that one time.
Okay, now why is it quack, baby?
Well, you know how I feel about chiropractor. I don't feel that way anymore. But I had, remember when
back in the back day?
Back in the day.
Yes.
So if you are a chiropractor,
we love you.
We love you.
We love you now.
You guys do great services.
You do.
In my younger days, though, I didn't really believe in your science, but that was in my younger days.
Yeah, until you got older and realized that science works.
That science actually works, because he told me I was crooked. That's what he told me. He told me I was crooked.
Yeah, I noticed he just got a lot of issues, people.
I kind of do.
He got a lot of issues.
But what happened is that my hips are out of line. So like one of my hips is higher than the other. It's minute, it's like a centimeter or something.
Right.
But it's slightly,
it's
slightly ill-adjusted. So like one of my hips is higher than the other.
Yeah.
Which causes me to overcompensate when I walk, which puts more pressure on my knees, which puts more pressure on my back. And then when my back hurts, I really overcompensate. So it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully we're opening your eyes up to the possibilities and the different things when it comes to physical self-care, because what we're talking about right now is huge for you to do. Huge.
My guys, I'm just talking to you right now.
Hey guys,
my dudes, I'm just talking to you. Go to the doctor.
Seriously. To the doctor.
Do not wait until something's wrong. Do not wait until you scare your wife, or don't wait until you have no other choice. Go to the doctor.
Yes.
Go get checked out. And most importantly, when you get there, just don't take what they give you.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Right.
Go prepared.
Go with questions.
Yeah, go like you're going to an exam. Go like you're going to an interview.
Yeah.
And go prepared with questions.
Yes.
Just don't let the doctor be the one just talking. Tell them the truth about what's going on. Yeah. Ask questions, ask follow-up questions. If you don't understand, make them take time. Because I know a lot of the times it's another reason we don't want to go to the doctor. Men don't want to go to the doctor.
Right.
Because we wait all this time, and then once we do see the doctor, they're rushing through everything just to get out the room.
Yeah. So you're frustrated.
So we're frustrated.
Yeah.
So men, make them stay in that room with you. Make them answer every question you have. Make them go into detail with everything. But the most important thing is go. Go.
And also, too, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, take your Angela with you.
Explain that.
Because when you take your Angela with you, she's not going to let you lie. Like you normally do in the doctor's office when he asks the questions, but you be acting like you don't know what he's talking about. So then I come with my own questions and my own,
I don't lie. I don't lie.
You just don't give the information.
I just omit some of the truth.
Like I said. So guys, take husbands, significant, whatever. Take your Angela with you. Because sometimes you need a second ear. And someone that's going to tell the truth when you don't feel like telling what's really going on. But I digress. I'm not even going to, go there with that. Okay. So now we got the doctor's part of physical fitness.
We got the doctor part.
We got that out of the way. So I'm excited about that. Regular routine. Get a checkup. Now, for me, this is one of the things that we did as a gift to ourselves.
What we do?
I'm about to tell.
Okay, cool.
I'm about to tell family.
Because I'm curious. I want to know.
You know what this is. So, for a while, I was very moody.
For a while?
Yeah. For a while. I was moody. I was angry. My weight was going up and down. I actually, at some time, I could go weeks at a time with only 2 hours of sleep, actually. And so it was crazy for me, and I did not know what was wrong. My emotions were all over the place. I was crying, I was mad, I was angry, I was this, I was don't do that.
I'm just saying, our soul stayed out of your way during that time too.
Yeah, and and of course he thought maybe it was PMS, it was this, it was that, he just thought of all these things, and I didn't know what was going on with me, and I was so frustrated because of it. I didn't know what was happening, why I was going and feeling the way I was feeling. And finally, I said, okay. I don't know if I read something. I can't remember. One of my girlfriends with so much wisdom and knowledge said something to me. I'm not for sure. But I went to a doctor. But I don't want to say hormone doctor because it is a hormone doctor, but there's another word for it, but I can't think of it right now.
Right now we're going to go hormone doctor because that's what they specialize in.
And they specialize in hormones. I just felt like something was so out of whack. And I went there and they took my blood. And then after they took my blood and I came back a couple of days later and they told me what was wrong with me. They told me what was wrong with me before I told them what was wrong with me.
Yeah, they did.
By what was going on with my hormones, guys, was all over the place. So what they found out was, and I don't like saying these words because I normally say them incorrectly, but I'm going to try it.
It's okay. We're going to know what you're talking about.
My progesterone was so low. So, and that's why I didn't sleep well. That's why I had anxiety. That's why I felt like killing everybody in my house. So that was one thing. And then my testosterone. How do we say that?
Not testosterone.
Yes, it is.
Testosterone.
Say it again.
Testosterone.
Yes.
Yeah, that right there.
That was low. And that was so low, guys, that they was like, we want to give you a shot right now. Because I had no energy. I had no get up and go. I didn't want to do anything. I always wanted to come home and just lay down. And that's not even my personality. I am a get up and goer. Whether anyone get up and go with me. So I realized that that's what it was. So I started hormone therapy replacement. And greatest thing I've ever done because it began to, I didn't know that I felt bad until I felt good. Does that make sense? Like I didn't even know that I just thought I was tired. I just thought I was exhausted. I thought the day was draining me, blah, 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 blah. Take a shower, go to bed, whatever. But it wasn't that. It was that my hormones were all over the place. And when I began to take the hormone therapy replacement, I was like, is this how I'm supposed to feel? Like I didn't know because I had been feeling bad for so long. And not months. I'm talking about years of feeling. And it gave you another boost of energy. And it was incredible. And it was amazing. And I realized when I went and I actually researched and actually interviewed women. And a lot of women don't want to do hormone therapy replacement because your insurance company doesn't pay for it. It's all out of pocket.
Because they consider it alternative medicine.
Right, exactly.
Which if you honestly look at it, all medicine is really alternative medicine.
But we're not going to get into it.
Because that's why it's called a practice. That's why your doctors, that's why they're called a practice.
Right.
Because I'm not saying anything bad about doctors, so don't misunderstand me.
Right.
You have to have doctors. We have to have doctors.
Yes, and I love them. I'm one of the greatest doctors.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
My old doctor, I love this old guy. I will never go to anybody else.
Yeah, I won't go to anybody else who I have as a doctor as well.
It's called a practice for a reason.
Right.
Because the human body is so complex.
Yeah.
The human mind is so complex. There's so much that goes into the human body that they have to try different things to figure out what works and to figure out what's going on.
Right.
So don't let that concept of alternative medicine get in the way because sometimes you just have to go to the right person to get the right answer.
And that's what we want, what I wound up doing. And so after a while, I told Sanchez, I said, hey, you should go. And again, explain to him, it's going to be out of our pocket. Insurance doesn't pay for it. You know, this is what it is. And he went and, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
he found some stuff out.
Oh, let's talk about that for a second.
Oh my gosh.
So
Jeez Louise. Is that a word? Jeez Louise?
It is.
Today. Jeez Louise.
That's from your era. That's like 1932. No?
I hate you.
I love you. I love you. So, for me.
That's 1932.
Yeah, I'm just saying 1932. So for me, very similar to a situation like my wife, I wasn't sleeping. Even less than I normally do.
Yeah, this is true.
So at that point I was averaging like 2.5 hours of sleep a night. I was always aggravated. My wife
a lot.
Well, I was very
angry.
Very angry.
Yeah.
I was not a nice person at all. Very short with my wife. Just a lot of different things going on. Feeling very sluggish. I'm not the most athletic person in the world, but I was going to the gym on a pretty regular basis. And then it got to the point I stopped going.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like anything. It took a lot for me just to go to work.
Yeah.
So Mike said, go. Here's my doctor. I went. This is what I found out. Let's go see about you as well. So I went. They did the blood work. They did everything they had to do. They came back, and the doctor looked me in my face and asked me, how am I functioning? Mm-hmm. I said, what do you mean? She said, because your testosterone is so low. Mm-hmm. She said, it's so low that I honestly don't understand how you're functioning. Mm-hmm. And the mood swings for me, what was crazy. So, and I always use this analogy. My wife kind of hates it. So my man parts were so low, but my female parts were so high because the testosterone that I needed to be the man that I'm supposed to be, that was so low, but my estrogen level was so high.
Yeah.
So my mood swing is like I was literally having a menstrual cycle. That's how high my estrogen was. That's how
they kind of explained it to you.
Yeah, because that's my mood swings were going crazy because my estrogen level was out of the roof.
Yeah.
But my testosterone was so low. So like my wife, I had to do an ejection.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do a pill. I couldn't do anything. I had to literally inject testosterone into my system. Yeah. So once a week, I was doing testosterone shots. Yeah. And then also on top of that, taking an estrogen blocker. To level myself out. Yeah. Which was the best thing ever because I got my energy back. Yeah.
Happier.
I was more happier.
Yeah.
I wasn't as mad. I wasn't as aggravated. Yeah. I'm still not quite back in the gym yet, but that's just because I'm being lazy right now.
Right. But it's not because you can't.
But it's not because I can't. You know, I'm actually sleeping a little better now. Yeah. Which is good, but it's just you. For me, yeah. So it's crazy, but not knowing. That was a situation that if I would have went to the doctor, if I would have considered it, oh, that's just some crazy old nonsense.
That's just normal. This is just how I am.
It's just normal because it became my normal. Yeah. I never would have found out, and I never would have got better.
Yeah, and leveled out, and I think that's what. When we talk about physical, we didn't want to come to you guys and talk about, want to tell you what we were going through, number one, but we didn't want to just talk about, well, go do Pilates and go do yoga. And those things are fantastic. I want you to do yoga. Yoga is amazing. I know you don't like yoga.
I will not endorse that.
Pilates is amazing, but what I want you guys to do is take care of your insides. Take care of every essence of your body, every essence of your being. And so that's why we're coming to you and telling you what we went through, because then we had this huge weight gain out of nowhere. Yeah. And we were like, what? Especially for me, because I'm like, wait, whoa. Wait, I'm eating right. I'm walking. What is going on? Not knowing that because of my progesterone.
Yep, we'll go with that one.
We'll go with that one. Is weight gain. And also what I found out was also that with the progesterone, or testosterone, either one of those, I don't know why I'm not saying it properly, it affected my gallbladder. And because of that, I wound up having gallbladder issues and had my gallbladder removed. Now, come on, somebody, now listen to me. That's a hidden treasure right there, because I didn't even know that was even possible.
You didn't miss it until it left you.
Right. Yeah. So we just want to give you some stuff that I need you guys to go out and do now.
Because like for me, you know, even when I was going to the gym regularly, before I got the shots, before I figured out what was going on, I wasn't seeing any results. I was in the gym every day religiously. I was in the gym.
To go on a water fast?
Yeah, I was doing a water fast. That's Junior fault, because Junior be doing 90-day water fast, just sipping on rain. But anyway.
Did you say sipping on rain?
Yeah, Junior just be sipping on rain. Come on, I'm gonna do a 190-day water fast. I'm gonna wait for it to rain every third day and just stay my mouth open.
Keep my mouth open.
But so I was going to the gym, but because my testosterone was so low, I was getting no results. I ended up actually gaining. So for me, family, once again, let you behind the curtain. I've always been a bigger guy. Mm-hmm. That's what I am. So for those who have never seen me, I am 6'4". As I stand right now, I am 312 pounds.
Never, ever have you ever. For me, I went to the doctor and was devastated when I found out that for my little 5'2" frame, 221 pounds. I almost fell out. Oh. And people were like, oh, y'all don't look like that. Oh, we do, because my knees started having issues, like that, everything. Yeah. So once we started doing that, now it's become this work in progress.
Because what you find out is that a lot of the times where you think, for those who are dealing with weight issues, a lot of the times we think it's one thing, and it's really something different. Because a lot of the times it's not just about what you eat.
Right.
Now, don't misunderstand me.
Oh, I need you to eat right.
Don't hear what I'm not saying.
Right.
You can't eat cheeseburgers every day and expect to be healthy. That's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
But I'm saying that a lot of times, because there are times where you eat right, you're on the right diet, you're doing the things nutritionally that you need to do, but you're still not seeing the results that you need to see.
Yeah.
Those times you need to check and make sure that your levels are right, that your hormones are good, that it's not another underlying issues. Because sometimes we think it's one thing when it comes to weight. It could be your thyroids may be off. It could be you retaining water. There's so many different things other than just what I ate. And the only way you're going to know is that you do the research.
You do the research and get checked out. And this is the thing. The stuff that we're telling you about right now is the investment. It is investing in yourself. It's an investment. And it is one of the greatest investments that you ever could possibly do. Honestly, that's what I believe.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Most people will go out without a problem. They will spend $300,000 on a house.
Yep.
They'll spend $50,000 on a car. They'll spend $1,100 on an iPhone.
Right.
They'll spend $1,500 on a computer. They'll spend $2,000 on a 62-inch television. You do that without thinking. You do that with no problem because it's easy because it's what you wanted.
Right.
Or let's not even go that extreme. You'll spend $15 on lunch, or you'll spend $9 on lunch because it's what you wanted. But you won't spend money to make yourself healthy.
Yeah.
And your body is going to last longer, or supposed to last longer than that car, than that house, than that television. Because if anything happens to that television, you can get another television.
Yeah.
If anything happens to that car, you got insurance. You can get another car.
Yeah.
If the wrong thing happens to your body, you're not getting another body.
This is it. This is your temple.
Yeah, you're not getting another life.
And we know that we've had to apologize to our body on several occasions.
Oh, yeah.
Because we just didn't treat it right. And to now know that we're trying to invest in our body. We're trying to learn more about our body. And also, I think the concept now is the age that we are right now, if we don't do well, we won't suffer right now. But our 60 and 70-year-old Angela Sanchez is going to suffer by what we do right now. And so that's the important factor of it. Also, thinking about when we talk about that, let's talk about for a few minutes detoxing.
Okay. But before we do that, because to kind of piggyback off that thought you just had, if I could time travel, I would go back to the 28-year-old version of myself and I would just punch him in the face.
Oh, that's violent.
Oh, I would just
hold on. Okay. Okay, wait, hold it.
I'm saying, bro, I would square up and put my hip into it.
That's your hip.
I will put my hip into it.
Why though?
And I will lump his head up.
Why?
Because he didn't take care of me. He made very bad choices when it came to me.
Yeah.
He didn't think about the 42-year-old version of me.
Come on, somebody. And that's what we
gotta
do.
If he thought about the 42-year-old version of me, he would have stayed in the gym more. He would have not loved ice cream so much. He wouldn't have been up late at night making tacos and nachos and making Jack-in-the-Box runs at 1 o'clock in the morning. And sneaking and buying cakes and ice cream.
And hiding them in the car.
He wouldn't have did that. If the 28-year-old version cared anything about the 42-year-old version, he wouldn't have did that. He wouldn't have just ate lunch and then you go and buy Burger King Burger King or Bojangles and buying chicken. I mean, you don't need it. But anyway, I digress. You were talking about detox.
No, another thing, detoxing. Another thing good for your body, water. I need you to drink some water. We're not gonna harp on it, people. But if you really want to take care of your body, drink some water.
Actually, I'm gonna harp on that just for a second.
Okay, harp.
Tony Baker.
Yes.
He has a joke. For anybody who doesn't, I'm gonna do something real quick. Anybody who does not know who Tony Baker is,
please look him up.
Do yourself a favor. Follow him on Instagram.
Please.
Look him up on YouTube.
Change your life. It's hysterical.
Skippity paps.
Skippity
That's all I'm
paps.
gonna say. But he has a joke.
Cram.
Well, Well, he has a joke where he says that because his lifestyle, he's a vegetarian. Mm-hmm. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke. Right. He's a vegetarian. And he always makes a joke how he said when he tell people that he doesn't drink, they look at him like he's crazy. Right. But if you tell that same person that you haven't drunk water in 2 years, they don't think nothing of it.
They'll be like, oh, okay, then me neither. Yeah. Or they normally go, me either. I don't like water.
But you don't realize how, and don't get me wrong, once again, we're not perfect in this because I don't drink the water I should. But when I'm drinking water the correct way, the way I should,
don't you feel good?
I notice a difference.
Yes, your skin be glowing.
My skin is clearer.
You go to the bathroom regularly.
I don't feel sluggish.
Right, exactly.
I don't. Yes. So let's go and detox. Talk about detox.
Well, let's go back to water for a second. What I found out, well, we've known it for a while, is the best thing to do is to drink half your body weight. Now, that is some intimidating stuff when you're 221 pounds. That's a lot of water. It's a lot of water, people. But you're supposed to drink half your body weight, or at least 8 cups. Is it 8 cups? 64 ounces?
64 ounces.
Yeah,
so
of water.
What she's saying is, so if you're 200 pounds, so you should be drinking on a daily basis 100 ounces of water.
Don't get intimidated.
A day.
A day, people.
Is what you really should be.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about why. Before we get into detox, let's talk about why. Because what a lot of people don't understand is that water truly flushes out a lot of the toxins in your body, a lot of the toxins in your skin. Yes. It helps flushes out excess water that's in your body because some people retain water. Yes. That's what causes you to go to the bathroom a lot. Yeah. But it's a lot of different things that just drinking water does.
Water is amazing. I think
nothing else. Stay hydrated. You have to, because once it's being dehydrated, and here's the thing: people think just because you drink something, you don't get dehydrated. But if all you're drinking is juices and sodas, right, you can still become dehydrated.
Yes, you can,
because you're not putting the right things in your body to make your kidneys and to make your liver work because it's not being flushed.
And not even that too. Just think about this when it comes to water as well. You think you're hungry, and sometimes you're just thirsty. And I had to learn that. I'd be like, okay, I want a snack. I want this, I want that when I was in my binge eating. And I want this, I want that. And then I realized, what if I'm just thirsty? And so I would drink some water and be like, I was just thirsty. I wasn't even hungry. I was just thirsty. So just think about it for water. Something else before, because, oh my God, we got so much information. Something else we did.
What did we do?
Okay, guys. Your gut is so important.
Oh, yeah.
Your gut is one of the most important things. Gut healing. People don't understand. Your gut is your core, right? And I was having gut issues before I got the gallbladder surgery. And so they sent me somewhere that I've never been before. I went to an allergist.
Yes, they did.
You went too as well.
Yeah.
But, so I went, because I kept saying, why is my stomach always so upset? Like, why? Like, my stomach is irritated. It's always upset. It's always, and I just needed to know. So our our hormone therapy doctor, they suggested to go find out, are you allergic to certain things? I went. So they give you this paper, guys, with a list of all this stuff. So when they gave it to me, I'm like, okay, I'm doing really good. I'm not allergic to a lot of stuff because they had a lot of stuff that was yellow highlighted. So I thought that those are what wasn't highlighted. I don't know why I thought that was the things. Anyway, but everything that was in yellow, I was allergic to. And that's why my stomach was so upset. Like almonds. I was drinking almond. I eat almonds all the time. I drink almond milk all the time.
To come and find out you're allergic to it.
I was like, I eat hummus all the time. However, is it Tahiti?
I think it's pronounced Tahiti.
I think it's Tahiti that's like inside of the hummus.
You're allergic to it.
I'm allergic to that. Barley, allergic.
Lactose intolerant.
I was like, what can I told them, so I'm just going to walk away licking the lemon. Because right now you're telling me, but when I took those things away, I realized my stomach wasn't as sensitive before. So that's another thing. When you're eating, you may be allergic to some of the food. And you know what? When you were younger, when I was younger, none of this stuff bothered me. But as I got older,
your body changes.
Because
that's the thing.
Because it's supposed to.
Yeah. The craziest thing is that but what you were eating yesterday, you may be allergic to today.
And I feel like I'm allergic to everything.
And you will never know until you actually get checked.
Until you go get it checked out. Okay, for you, what was it? What were you allergic to?
Actually, no. I went with you. I didn't go for myself.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I went with you. I went to your appointment.
So we're gonna get Sanchez to go.
Actually, I need to because
you still have issues with your stomach.
I still have.
And it's probably some of the things that we're putting in our body. So again, we're just giving you things that we did that work and get us on our journey now as we try to get healthier, as we try to lose weight, as we try to just making sure that we're taking care of our temple.
And once again, guys, remember, your body changes.
Yes.
Once again, just because you were not allergic to something yesterday, or just because you could eat something,
right,
or you could do something yesterday, that does not mean it's the same case today. You have to learn there's two things you have to do. You have to learn your body, and you have to listen
to your body. Yes,
because
honey.
Your body, the way God made the human body is absolutely amazing.
It heals itself.
Because the body will, left alone in certain situations. Now, not all, but in certain situations, the body really will heal itself.
It really will.
And if you listen to your body, and which is a lot of things men don't do all the times because we always just work through it. Mm-hmm. I feel a little twinge, I'm going to work through it.
Right.
I feel a little pain, I'm going to work through it.
Yeah.
I got a headache, I'm going to work through it.
Yeah.
And all the times you shouldn't be working through it. Men, my dudes, listen, it does not make you weak to go to the doctor
and find out what's wrong.
It does not mean that you're less of a man. It doesn't mean any stereotypes when it comes to that you might have heard over the years or somebody might have said to you. It does not mean that, because you have to take care of yourself. If you take pride in taking care of your family, it has to start with you.
Yeah, because we need you. I remember you were getting migraines a lot. Remember? Getting headaches a lot. And then out of nowhere, when you went to the doctor, you realized you were on the border of having high blood pressure.
Yeah.
But his body was telling him by the headaches, hey, something's wrong. Hey, I need you. Hey.
I have hypertension.
Yeah. But he went and was like, whoa. The same thing when we go to water as well is when you have migraines, sometimes drink some water. I know people are like, what? Look it up, people. I promise you. But sometimes just drinking water, I know we take ibuprofens and all of that stuff and blah, 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 blah. But sometimes drinking water will help you as well as far as your headache is concerned. Because once again, guys, you have to understand that body might be dehydrated. Dehydration is real. Shows itself in a lot of different ways. And once again, just because you're drinking liquids, case in point, our father, wonderful man, but all he used to drink was Seagram ginger ales. Bottles of that and cream sodas. Oh my goodness. And he constantly stayed dehydrated. He constantly said he was thirsty. And even though he always had big cups of juice or big cups of soda, right? But it wasn't water. So his body was still craving water. And so he constantly stayed dehydrated. Constantly drinking that. Just because you're drinking liquids does not mean that your body's not dehydrated. Yeah. And once again, we're not doctors. We're not therapists. If you are more than welcome to look it fact up. Check everything we're saying. We really would prefer that you do that. Research it for yourself to learn more about yourself. But what we're giving you is what we've learned on our health journey. What we're still learning. Because we're on a health journey, people. We had to do a lot because now we have to get this weight off of us that we put on our bodies and what we've done. So we're on a journey. So, okay, another thing. So we still, because I know we've been on this mic a minute now. Yeah. We talked about physical self-care because that's what we're talking about. We talked about different kind of doctors that you need to go to. We talked about water. So your general practitioner, your regular doctor. Go for it. So women, you have your not your OB mammogram. No, what type of doctors? OBGYN. Yeah, your OBGYN. You have your mammograms. Men, you dentist, go to the dentist. Women as well. You have your dentist. If you feel off and just can't put your finger on why you're feeling off, get your hormones checked. Look into a hormone therapist. Look into a hormone doctor. Get your hormones checked. And can I interject? Yeah, go ahead. Also, understand this: Your general doctor is not going to be able to help you with this. This is not their specialty. They can give you the test, but we're not talking about, because they'll say, no, your levels are fine. We're not talking about regular levels. We're talking about optimal levels for your age, for your body, and for you.
Because so my doctor told me my testosterone was fine.
Right.
For me to go to a hormone therapist, a hormone doctor, and be like, no, they're not.
Right, because they don't know how to read it. That's not their specialty. Always go to who specializes in what you're going through. I just wanted to throw that out there real quick.
Because men, you don't go to a painter to get your tires changed.
Right.
So, no, you don't do that.
Don't do it.
So, go to the person that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so talked about that. Talked about a podiatrist as well, because people, when your feet hurt, your day off.
Right, so you might want to figure out if your arch is low, high, what's going on.
So
get your bunions right, corns. Get your feet right, people. Don't put your feet out in the summer, they ain't right. Ooh, that was wrong. But you know what I mean.
Water intake, and now we're going to finish up with detox. So let's talk about detox.
Detox going to be, I'm just going to go through real quick. Detoxing is toxins that comes out of your body. So water is one good way to do detoxing. Apple cider vinegar is a great way. I love apple cider vinegar, first of all.
I'm not a fan. I do it, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I love taking some 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And
what are the benefits of apple cider vinegar real quick?
Oh my God, we could be here all day.
Just a couple.
Apple cider vinegar is good for weight loss. It's good for inflammation. It's good for your sinuses. It's good for headaches. I mean, it is amazing, especially the one that's with the mother in it.
Diluted people, just don't drink it straight out the bottle.
No, please don't, because it'll mess up your enamel, because I'm talking too fast. If you drink it straight out the bottle, people, see me slowing down?
Dilute it. Put it in water.
Yes, because it will mess up the enamel on your teeth. So don't do that. See, I sound like a commercial just now. So you can do that. You can get foot detox, which I get done, which we don't even have enough time to go into that.
Yeah.
But basically, it's just going in and having, just look it up, people, because I know we're being long-winded here, but it's so important to detox your body, guys, because you're in the air, the foods you eat, everything that's in food. Just get checked out. And
we're not going to go too much into detail, but detoxing is just that. Like my wife just said, just breathing outside. You inhale so many different toxins from the air to cleaning supplies to cars, everywhere you go. So there's things that you're inhaling in your body that, even though it may not quote unquote kill you or make you sick, but your body doesn't want it. So detoxing, what it does, it draws out all the impurities in your body. Mm-hmm. It draws out everything in your body that does not naturally belong there. Yeah. And it removes it from your body. And then once again, it allows your body in certain situations to function properly and heal itself. Yeah. Now, like I said, we're not professionals. We're not saying, never go to the doctor, your body. No. There are situations, yes, you have to go to the doctor. Yes, you have to there's a reason that God put doctors on this earth. There's a reason.
Thank God for them.
Because what a lot of people want to do a lot of the time, this is a side tirade, a lot of people want to separate God and science. They want to say it's two different things when God is science. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah. It's God gave man the ability to learn what he has and to figure things out the way they do. That's all God given. So science, people will always want to separate the two. So it just depends on how the doctor handles what he's been gifted with. So that's basically what it is. So I got that. But back to detoxing. So detoxing pulls out the impurities in your body, from your skin to your liver to your kidneys, everything. That's your liver. I just wish we don't have to do another one on detoxing. We're going to have to come back to the detox because it's so much more to say. And of course, guys, yoga, Pilates, walking, meditation. I want you guys to look up for me in meditation. It's called body scan. It's called body scanning. Body scanning is when you lay on the floor, you breathe in and out, and you begin to take your time and go from your toes and go slowly up your body. Basically, scanning your body. The first time you do it, it's going to feel a little bit weird, but then do it again. And when I first did it, it was weird. But the second time that I did it,
I knew where my pain, I was listening to my body, and I didn't know that I had this knee pain until I began to scan my body. Because when you relax your body and you rest and you pay attention to your feet, pay attention to your ankles, pay attention to your legs and your knees, your arms, and all parts of your body, when you're meditating, body scanning, and being grateful for those things, you'll begin, whatever little pinch or hurt or pain will actually be magnified.
Yeah.
So look it up, guys. Look it up.
I am when my wonderful wife first started talking to me about body scanning. I have to admit, I was kind of skeptical about it. I was like, "What the devilment is she talking about right now?"
I had to take it to pass my meditation class.
But then, when I really thought about it, I really looked into it, and then I realized. And here's how I had to understand it for myself: it's taking the time to feel your feet. Mm-hmm. It's taking the time to feel your fingers. Mm-hmm. It's taking the time to feel your stomach. And what I mean by that, it's not physically putting your hand on your feet or physically putting your hand on your stomach, but it's laying in a quiet room, turning off all distractions, and just allowing yourself to feel the different parts of your body.
It's amazing.
And it is. And when you do that, like my wife said, what'll happen is that because you're so constantly going all the time, you're so constantly moving, that a lot of the times you don't even realize you're hurting. Because it's become so constant to you.
Yes, sir.
That when you take the time to just sit there and really just feel your body, feel your legs, you realize, hold on, I got a pain here.
Yeah.
Hold on. That doesn't quite feel right.
Good. Right.
And it's an amazing thing when you do that.
Yeah, it is. It's good. So, guys, we could go on and on about physical.
We could.
Self-care, because we got a lot to say, because we are really trying very hard to make sure that 70-year-old Angela and Sanchez don't have an attitude with us.
Yeah.
And, of course, we're kind of like starting slow in our journey, and we're kind of late in the journey.
Never too late.
But we're doing the journey.
As long as you're breathing, you're never too late.
Yeah, so we hope you guys got something out of this tonight.
So, babe.
Yes.
Real quick.
Yes.
So we're going to start doing something new. I believe we started it on the midweek podcast.
Okay, what?
So, what's your final thought?
So we doing final thoughts, Oprah?
Final thought. What's your final thought?
Really?
We're doing it.
Really?
Actually, I get it from Jerry Springer, but...
Really? Oh, I remember he did used to say that.
Final thoughts.
Before they fought, because they fought.
Well, no, they would fight first.
Yeah.
And then he would do the final thought.
Yeah, I pray. Jerry, you said Jerry Springer. My goodness. My final thought is that that we have to take care of our body now for our future bodies, for the future you. So whatever we do not right now, whatever we put in it, whatever we do, however we treat it, that's affecting 50, 60, 70-year-old you. And how do you want 50, 60, 70-year-old you to look and feel? And I think that's important right now. Our body is a temple, and it's important because the goal is to be here. And how you be here is up to you. So that's my final thought. What's your final thought?
All right, so here's my final thought. Mm-hmm. My final thought is actually going to be my dudes. It's going to be the men. Okay. My final thought is to men who are already married. My final thought are to men who already have kids. My final thought is to the man who one day will be married, and to the man who one day is going to have kids. Mm-hmm. Take care of yourself. Yes. Because you want to be there for your child's wedding. Yep. You want to be there for the graduation. Mm-hmm. You want to be there for when your child has a child. Right. You want to be there. Please be there. You don't want to be a burden on your children because you did not take care. It's one thing to get sick out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. It happens all the time. Right. You go to the doctor for one thing, you find out it's something totally different. Yeah. But it's another thing to be self-inflicted. Yeah. And a lot of things you can avoid. There are so many things that you can avoid. Yeah, yeah. There are so many illnesses that you can avoid simply by doing the right things. Yeah. So my final thought is to live so that you can be there for the graduation, that you can be there for the christening, so you can be there to walk your men with daughters, so you can walk your daughter down the aisle. Yeah. Be there for that. Yeah. And that's going to be my final thought. That's good. So Family?
We have more, but we gotta go.
All right, so once again, so you are so this is the first of many. What's going to be next week, babe?
Next week,
because we're going to order. So what's the second one?
I don't know yet. Because I think it's intellectual.
It's either intellectual or emotional.
Emotional, one or the other. We'll let them know.
Yeah,
it's okay. We don't know what top of our head, people. We sorry. Ain't how it works.
So, family,
we love you.
We thank you for taking the time to listen to us. If you don't take anything else away from what we said tonight or today or whenever you listen to this, take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. Heck yeah.
You are, if no one else has ever told you, we're going to tell you right now, you are important.
Yeah. And
you are worth taking care of.
Please take care of yourself as we do the same.
Yes. So, family, welcome to our journey.
We love you guys. Bye.